Hi everyone, I am Monamam and I am taking your social science. Your vacation is going too long and now we have to start our chapters. So today, first of all, I am starting with history portion of your textbook. The first chapter, Heritage of India. According to the blueprint of board, weightage of this chapter is 3 marks only. But it is not necessary that they couldn't ask you 5 marks question. Mostly from this chapter, only 2 marks and 3 marks questions being asked. FBs are the most important part of this chapter. So here in this chapter, I have line out some figures, some lines which you have to line out in your textbook because they are very much important for the FBs, for the board papers, right? So today we are going to start Heritage of India. So now most of all of you just don't know the meaning of heritage. Generally, we have the meaning of heritage that means only those historical monuments, those historical palaces which now converted into the heritage hotels. But that is not heritage only. Heritage, it means hereditary gift which given by our ancestors. And that gift we have to also forward to our next generation. So that means heritage is a valuable, precious, our treasures which generation to generation pass on to the next future generation. So that's why heritage is important. Any country is being recognized with its rich heritage. Like India, India has a vast and varied heritage. It has diversities in languages, it has diversities in food habits, people, and so many. Even landscapes are also varied in India. So many countries have deserts, but they hadn't any snow covered areas or white deserts. But India has all kinds of landscapes, all kinds of rivers, ocean bodies, everything. So on this basis, we can say India is a varied heritage. India is full of natural resources and all these included in our heritage. So heritage is divided into two parts, natural heritage and cultural heritage. First of all, I have told you about the meaning of heritage. But what is culture? What is nature? So all of you know heritage or natural heritage, that means landscapes, rivers, mountains, plateaus, and whatever we are seeing on this earth. That is our natural heritage. But what is culture? So culture, that means the habits of humans. Cultural heritage, that means that kind of atmosphere which we can only feel, which we cannot see. Our traditions, our speech habits, our food habits, our fairs, festivals, all these included in cultural heritage. In short, cultural heritage, that means the tradition, the thinking which followed by the society. Just all of you know that India has given Sat, Chit, Anand, Yoga, this kind of so many precious gifts to the world. So this is our heritage, nothing else. This is our cultural heritage. By this kind of ethics, this kind of traditions, we being recognized as Indians into the world. And definitely in our pledge also we are saying the second line, that is I am proud of my cultural and natural heritage, right? So now we are going to start our first chapter. I have already sent you the link of that first chapter. Once again, with this video I will post that chapter again. In this chapter I have lined out some lines in this chapter which you have to remark in your textbook, right? So come on, let's start our study. So let us start our chapter, Heritage of India. India is a land of ancient culture, ancient Indian scriptures, Vishnu Puran says, Uttaram Yasya Samudrasya Himadrashte Dakshinam Varshakada Bharata Nama Bharati Yatra Sansiti. That means India extends from Himalaya in north to the Indian Ocean in the south. And that is our boundary. It is also said that have listened about the name like Bharatvarsha, Bharat Khanda, Jambudvip, Aryavrat, and all these names included. In these names, Bharat, these all are names indicating India. Words are used for this kingdom. Basically, the boundaries of India we know everyone, and still I am just conveying this to you that in north we have Himalaya, in south we have Indian Ocean. Basically, if we see the south, east, and west, all these three directions are bounded or protected by our great coastal lines, great Indian Ocean, Arabian Sea, and Bay of Bengal. And north side almost covered with Himalaya. So this is our boundary, and that is also our heritage. The second thing you know very well that India ranks seventh in terms of area, and India ranks second in terms of population, and this population has rich and varied heritage given to India, right? Now you can, as you can see on the screen, that the three words Sat, Chit and Anand, which delivered by India to the world, and this is our identity, this is our heritage. Indus Valley civilization is the beginning of this land, as well as we can also say that ours is the country which belonged to very oldest civilization, one of the oldest civilization I must say, and that is Indus Valley civilization. So many scholars, thinkers, artists, sages, sons, scientists, historians have contributed their whole life to develop the cultural heritage of our country. So, culture is a sum of habits, values, customs, traditions, and conduct of a lifestyle of human of any country, and that we call as a cultural heritage. So, now here we are going to learn about what is the meaning of culture. Culture means a way of life. It is made of changes that occur in public life, social rules and regulations of different societies. It can be said that culture is total habit of habits, values, customs, traditions and ideals leading humans to the highest level. Now we are talking about the cultural heritage of India. What is the different thing for India? So heritage means a valuable gift from our forefathers to us, and which we also convey to our next generation. Indian history is thousands of years old. We say in a school pledge that I love my country and I am proud of its rich and varied heritage. So now we are going to learn about the two divisions of heritage. The first division is the natural heritage and the second division is the cultural heritage. Natural heritage of India, the result of closer relationship between nature, environment and human life, is a natural heritage. And as I earlier said also, that heritage which we can see, which we can touch, that is our natural heritage. The monuments, plateaus, mountains regions, rivers, streams, trees, plants, creepers, flowers, even human population also included in natural heritage. We are the children of this nature, and so it has made a beautiful arrangement for our food, water, fresh air and dwelling to cater our all needs. We treat this nature with respect and faith, and its examples are the Panchtantra and Jataka tales of Buddhist religion, which almost belonged to these natural things. You know, Panchtantra and Jataka tales, these are the very common tales, these are the very common stories. Panchtantra, Jataka, these are the stories which almost we had to be learned in KG and nursery sections, like fox and crow, lion and rabbit, thirsty crow, monkey and toucan. All two wise goat. All these kinds of stories belong to this Panchatantra and Jataka tales. And on this basis, we can say that Panchatantra and Jataka tales gives us the moral duties, moral values of our life through the examples of animal. This is also one dedication to our nature. Similarly, Ayurveda, Yunnan, nature care, all these therapies which cure our health, it is also based on nature. So thus nature involves in our life very deeply. So now we are going to start the parts of natural heritage. The first part is the landscape. Landscape, that means the land. Very beautiful land we have plateaus, we have mountainous regions, and this gives us the iconic peak of our landscape. So what do you understand by landscape? Landscape means land, beautiful land like Himalaya, Deccan plateaus, which gives us iconic views, which increased value of our country. It has adorned with Indians' boundaries with useful vegetations and minerals. Strange and very varied birds, animals and mountain peaks also we can see on Himalayan regions. So many pilgrimage places like Amarnath, Badrinath, Kedarnath, Nanda Devi, they all situated in Himalaya. So I don't sorry. So there isn't any need to give you the importance of Himalaya, right? So thus, like Himalaya, all the landscapes of the country are important. That plains which gives us fertile land. These plains are the most important part of our economy because ours is the agrarian country, and we can get varied natural crops from these plains. Not only plains, plateau regions full of natural resources, so they are also important for our economical development. Like landscape, rivers are the also important part. From the ancient period of time, we are saying river as a Lokmata. Ganga is the holiest river of our country, as well as Yamuna, Saraswati, Indus, Narmada, Godavari, Krishna. These all are the holy rivers, and somehow they have prominent place in our lifestyle. Profoundly influenced our people, as well as rivers are the source of drinking water, domestic use, irrigation, electricity, waterways, and besides this, men also dependent on rivers to develop industries like clay utensils, plastering, building of houses, etc. So thus you also know the importance of river in our life. We can't even imagine our life without water, right? So on these words also, rivers are the most important natural heritage of our country, of our lifestyle, right? It aesthetic player scenes which covered by artisans on the canvas, they also inspired by the rivers. Now we are going to the vegetation. Vegetation, that means the people of India are environment lovers since ancient time. Its proof is their love and affection towards flowers and shrubs and plants. We always worshipped banyan tree, peepal tree, tulsi, etc. As well as we have given a prominent place to some trees like neem, nilgiri, these kinds of medicinal trees, herbs, right? Our Ayurveda completely based on this vegetation. Cereals, pulses, oilseeds, plants, greenfield, prosperous herbs, packed forest, and medicinal plants have ultra enriched our life from ancient time. Herde, amra, bhenda, aloe vera, ardusi, neem, etc. The medicines and flowers like rose, lotus, mogra, damiro, sunflowers, champa. These are some flowers which almost the daily routine part. Now the wildlife. India is a nature lover. India is a nature lover since ancient time. It is a country with animal lover culture. Tiger, lion, elephant, rhino, fox, bear, deer, sambar, rabbit, and so many other kinds of animals we can find here. Some very rare species also found on Himalayan regions that are also the part of our wildlife. Asian lions in the world are found only in the Gir forest of Gujarat. The one second thing I have to say here that India is the only country where tiger and lion both can be seen in its natural surrounding. There are so many other countries which have tiger only or lion only, but India is the country where we can find tiger and lion both in its natural surrounding. Gir lion or Asiatic lion in Gir forest of Gujarat, as well as Bengal tiger type, very rare species found in Sundarban Delta region of Bengal. So thus wildlife is also so much varied and rich. Our religion belief has given status of god or goddess's vehicle to some of the wild animals. You can see this, we all are know that so many goddesses like Khodiarma, so she has the vehicle like crocodile. Then so many like Ambaji, so she has a vehicle like lion, and Indra Bhagwan or its vehicle is eagle, Garud. So like this, so many god or goddesses have their vehicles as wild animals or birds, and thus we have given value to this kind of wildlife. Our natural emblem has also figure of four lions seated back to back. This is also one important part of our wildlife, as well as we are giving honor to horse and bull in our national currencies as well as national emblem. To protect the wildlife, reservoirs are created and laws for the protection of their life have been also enacted. This is the efforts which done by our government. Right, students? Okay.
Start.
So, students, today we have discussed about the topic natural heritage. Generally, as I said, from this chapter, 5 mark questions are hardly asked. But if board will ask that natural heritage is the most important topic for 5 marks, so just learn it properly. I haven't read the whole book, whole pages, so you have to read the pages of the books as well as where my video is going on. If you have any doubt, then please contact me on my personal number. I have already sent you some questions from this chapter. So after listening this video, please write down that questions from this textbook. Okay, bye bye.